T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We have ignition. 2, 1, and liftoff of the United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket.
The Atlas V RD-180 main engine and 5 solid rocket boosters ignite to lift the rocket away from the pad. The RD-180 generates more than 860,000 pounds of thrust at liftoff. The 5 solid rocket boosters, or SRBs, each provide an additional 348,500 pounds of thrust. Shortly after liftoff, Atlas begins a pitchover to attain the proper flight path while minimizing the pressure the vehicle experiences during flight. The Atlas V reaches Mach 1, the speed of sound, at 35 seconds. The first 2 SRBs are jettisoned at 1 minute 51 seconds, followed a second and a half later by the remaining 3 SRBs. Approaching payload fairing jettison, the Atlas V is burning propellant at a rate of 2,000 pounds per second, traveling approximately 7,500 miles per hour and located 64 miles in altitude and 150 miles downrange. During ascent, the spacecraft is protected inside the 5-meter diameter payload fairing. This 2-piece shell encapsulates both the Centaur second stage and the satellite. At approximately 3 minutes 29 seconds, the vehicle is climbed above the densest part of Earth's atmosphere, and the payload fairing is jettisoned. At 4 minutes 27 seconds, propellant levels deplete and the main engine shuts down. 6 seconds later, the Atlas Centaur separation system activates to release the booster stage. The vehicle now weighs a little more than 7% of what it did at liftoff. At 4 minutes 43 seconds, the first Centaur main engine burn begins, sending the Centaur into a circular orbit. At 11 minutes 51 seconds, cutoff of the Centaur main engine, or MECO-1, occurs. The Centaur main engine is restarted for a second burn at 22 minutes 25 seconds, placing Centaur on its path to spacecraft separation. Approximately 6 minutes later, second cutoff of the Centaur main engine occurs. The mission now enters a 3-hour coast phase. The main engine ignites for a third and final burn at 3 hours 28 minutes. At 3 hours 30 minutes, the final main engine cutoff occurs. 3 hours 32 minutes 49 seconds into flight, Centaur releases the United States Air Force AEHF-4 on its mission to provide communications to high-priority military users on the ground, at sea, and in the air.